Maybe in another life. How many times have New York Knicks fans heard that exact phrase? For decades, being a Knicks fan wasn't just about watching basketball. It was a test of survival. It was an endless cycle of high expectations, terrible decisions, drafted players that never panned out, and the ultimate heartbreak. Madison Square Garden, the mecca of basketball, felt more like a museum of what used to be, rather than a place where history was being made. Every single year, social media casuals would flood the comments saying the Knicks are cooked. They are pretenders. And New York is a basketball city with no basketball trophies. We took the jokes. We swallowed the disrespect. We watched other franchises win rings and throw parades, stuck counting lottery picks and praying for a savior. But look at the screen right now. Look at the flashing lights, the digital scoreboards, the confetti falling from the ceiling. This isn't a simulation. This isn't a video game patch. No more next year. No more what ifs. We ain't waiting for another lifetime or a parallel universe. We pulling up and taking what's ours in this one. The narrative didn't just change. The whole script got flipped. Let's be real for a minute. Nobody handed this to New York. In the modern NBA, everybody wants the easy route. Superstars want to team up, request trades, and form big threes just to chase a ring. But this squad, they chose the trenches. They built a culture around pure, unadulterated grit. When you talk about hoop slang, you hear people throw around the term lockdown defense. Most casuals think defense is just blocking a shot or getting a lucky steal. Nah. True lockdown defense, textbook clamp defense, is a psychological war. It's forcing an elite scorer into a dark corner, making him look at the clock, and realizing he has nowhere to go. That's what this team brought to the hardwood every single night. They weren't out there trying to look pretty for 15-second TikTok highlights. They were out there playing full-court press, locking down the perimeter, and turning every basketball game into a physical battle. And on the offensive end, it wasn't about empty stats. We've seen players in this league put up 40 points in garbage time when their team is down by 30, just to pad their numbers for the media. That's artificial clout. Real hoopers know that true greatness is measured when the lights are the brightest, when the game flow is chaotic, and the fourth quarter clock is ticking down. That's when you need a leader who is truly in his bag, not just dribbling between the legs for 10 seconds to shoot a contested brick, but making the right read, breaking down the crossover, and getting a bucket when the entire season is on the line. To understand how monumental this moment is, you gotta look at the giants they had to go through. The Eastern Conference wasn't soft. To even sniff the NBA Finals, New York had to go to war with rivalries that have been brewing for years. They had to silence the snipers, shut down the elite transition offenses, and out-hustle teams that everyone claimed had more pure talent. Remember the playoff runs where everyone predicted a sweep? The media experts on television sitting in their expensive suits saying the Knicks don't have enough firepower, don't have the shooting depth. Well, those opinions aged like milk, because while the critics were talking, this team was grinding. Every single pickup run, every film session, every closeout game, they played like their lives depended on it. When you watch the clips of the Eastern Conference Finals, you see the turning point. It wasn't a blowout. It was a dogfight. It was about who wanted it more. It was about diving for loose balls, securing the offensive rebounds, and hitting the dagger, that icy, cold-blooded shot that completely deflates the opposing arena and sends the fans home early. When that final buzzer sounded and New York punched their ticket to the ultimate stage, the energy in the city shifted. You could feel it in Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, Manhattan. The entire city was breathing basketball again. And now here we are, the NBA Finals, the ultimate stage. New York leads 3-1. The championship is within arm's reach. The crowd inside Madison Square Garden is deafening. You got celebrities courtside, legends from the 70s and 90s sitting in the front row, tears in their eyes, watching a new generation rewrite history. This video clip that's going viral right now captures a moment that will be replayed forever. Look at the defensive rotation. Look at how the opponent is completely trapped in the clamps. There's no space to breathe, no room to operate. The ball gets kicked out. The desperation shot goes up, and it's a brick. The rebound is secured. The clock runs down to 0, and the stadium erupts. The curse is officially dead. The pretender labels are gone. The New York Knicks are the NBA champions. Think about the weight of that sentence. Think about the decades of jokes, the memes, the frustrating trade deadlines, the media disrespect. All of it washed away in a single second. The confetti falling down isn't just paper. It's the validation of every fan who stayed loyal through the darkest eras of this franchise. So, what's the lesson here for all the hoop fans watching? Stop letting social media narratives dictate how you see the game. Stop being a casual who only judges a team by their regular season ranking or their star player's shoe contract. Basketball isn't played on paper, and it definitely isn't won in the comments section. It's won by culture, identity, and a squad that refuses to back down when nobody believes in them. New York didn't just win a trophy. They saved the basketball culture. They proved that grit, defense, and loyalty still means something in this league. I want to know what y'all think in the comments. Is this the greatest championship run in modern NBA history? Or are the haters still gonna find a way to minimize what we just witnessed? Drop your thoughts below. Don't come with that internet cap, and give this team the respect they earned. Knicks in 4 for real. Stay grinding, stay watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.